Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
hi, we've made it.
Indeed.
Um, so it's been a while.
It has
When is the last actually recorded and put up their episode?
like September or something. November. I don't know.
Oh Lord, we've how many have we recorded since then? Like four?
No, like two or three.
Okay. Are you gonna put uh
So I wanted to do the pop pop one, but I thought we were gonna add more to it.
yes, Pop Oppenheimer?
But I could honestly just post it because it's still a good, like, decent length. And also, like,
Sure.
we're just like not posting any of them. So should maybe do that. I'll do that.
We're just recording them and like, all right, good. That'll stay that'll stay in the banks for a while. No one needs to hear that.
We're cooking for y'all. It's just taking a minute to get it out the
We're
kitchen.
We're cooking and then just immediately putting it in Tupperware and putting it in
Right.
the fridge.
Meal prepping.
Yeah,
Meal
yeah.
prepping.
Meal
It's
prep.
gonna be a good little amount to listen to. um, but hi.
However, we but this episode though,
Yes.
we just finished watching a movie. Um, I was going through my library of movies, trying to figure out like what I want to toss, what I want to keep, etc. And it's a very long list of movies. We were only in the A's or
Mm,
maybe the B's. I don't know how it categorizes this title. Um, but the title it's called A Boy and His Dog. And the poster, like the cover for it, looks very it's very zany. There's a lot going on. I mean,
yeah.
it's campy almost.
I like the cover a lot.
Yeah, it's great. And you're like, whoa, what the? And so I clicked on it. Came out in '75. And it's set in the year 2024, which is like, well,
Well,
that's this year.
indeed.
Um, so we put on the list. We're like, okay, we got to watch this at some point. Just figure out what the heck is going on here. And we've just done that.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay, so without getting too into it, it's like a science fiction post-apocalyptic set in 2024. Um I just sorry, gathering my thoughts. Not at all what I expected. Like you said, I expected it to be more cyber-y.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna have like a techno kind of a techno campy movie is what I was expecting to see, like lasers
At
and like
least a little bit.
right
At
something.
least also like there was like a class system represented, but it just wasn't at all how I thought it was going to be. Like I assume like the underground people were the Richies or whatever.
Right.
Um,
Or they seem more like it seemed more of an
or
analysis
something.
of the church more than it did of like class,
Yeah, sure.
or like economic class anyway.
Um, it was just such a bizarre. It was bizarre. Um,
Yeah, so I'm watching the movie, I'm writing a paper at the same time. Um, so I'm watching the movie though, like I'm paying attention. I'm listening while I'm writing, then I'm looking up if something interesting is going on, you know, that sort of thing. And there comes a point like at like the midway we switch scenes. We go from above ground to underground, And it had we'd been underground for a solid 10 minutes, and I just had to stop and just ask like, what the
What the fuck is
is
going
happening in this movie? Like, I don't know if it's just because I wasn't paying enough attention or what,
No.
but it felt like a completely different movie. I didn't even know what I was watching at that point.
Yeah, once it above ground to underground, very different. Or like if you weren't paying attention, yeah, it's just what the fuck just happened. Um, dang, what was I gonna say? Um, oh, I forgot my thought.
Damn, rip. Well, you come back. Just wait.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say before. Not the thought I just lost, but the thought before we started recording.
Hmm.
Um, Based off the cover, I thought it was gonna be animated, a part of it as well, which is part of why I was so excited.
That would have been cool.
That would have been so cool. Even though like I see why it's not, but also parts of the cover are illustrated, and so I
It
was
would have been
very
cool to
hyped.
like have like some illustrated scenes. That would have been interesting and neat.
Yeah, I would have liked that a lot.
I
Um,
Yeah, I agree. That would have been really cool.
oh, my car's going off.
Oh,
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Um, so like, yes, a bizarre movie, but also a movie from the '70s, mid '70s. So like, I don't know, movies. Maybe a part of the strangeness was just like it being a product of its time. I don't know how much, but
see, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're getting at. Um, Maybe you're not completely wrong on that note. Um, but I mean, we got to remember, like Star Wars, the first film,
sure,
77.
sure.
That's not a, it's not a strong leap in time. Um,
Okay.
and okay, so I don't like. I know we've just seen it. Let me
Mhm.
refresh your memory on some things that happened in this movie. Um, it's just incredibly misogynistic and rapey for some reason.
Oh, oh my God! Like I was like, please, Lord, don't let this be the whole fucking movie. Like, where it's just completely normal and we're just gonna write, even though like it wasn't like side-eyed at all. It was normalized within the movie, but like I didn't want it to be a running occurrence.
Sure.
Um, yeah, that was fucked. Super fucked.
Yeah, it is a movie, and we don't have to talk about the last scene. That was, I mean, maybe we'll have a spoiler
Oh,
version and a not spoiler version, but
yeah,
or spoiler part, non-spoiler part. But yeah, it goes way left field. Like
yeah.
everything underground completely left field. Like not only like okay, I understand like the movie just feels like it doesn't make sense and like cohesive. Like how is it put together? Like I understand he's above ground and goes underground. There's like this different society, but just the entire like feeling of the movie. I don't even know what the people were saying half the time because the way that
The body.
the audio is just, like I know they were doing it on purpose because it's like a PA
Fucking
system, but I have no idea what anyone's saying. It's their rules are so weird. Like it's like okay, we if we're gonna have this man procreate, we need him to be married.
Spoiler
within
section. Spoiler section.
oh, is that technically a spoiler? I wasn't getting into too much detail, but sure, this we can
Yeah,
hop
it is.
into spoiler section.
Yeah.
Um, so they kidnap him, and they're like, "We're gonna have this guy procreate because we can't procreate underground, whatever the hell that means." But
Or like they
70s
had
chick,
run out of
whatever.
men to procreate with. Like the women weren't having babies anymore. Maybe the incest was like too far gone, and they
No,
were.
I thought they were saying that the men, because they were too underground, like they'd been underground for too long or something.
Yeah, but they said that the women weren't having babies. Like the woman couldn't. Or I guess that would be on the men's part if we're
Right.
including the man. Yeah, I
Just need
guess.
a new guy down there. I don't know what the fuck that was about, but so they're gonna strap him to a chair and just be
Ugh,
uh
oh, horrifying.
what's the word I want to
But
use here?
there's like a medical term for it, or like a there's like a machine. There's a name for the machine. Uh,
Yeah, I don't know, but they're extracting from him at like all hours of the day, and there's like this line of women who are waiting to get married to him because you can't have a baby if you're not married under like Christian law. But
mm,
like, don't they also specify you can only be married to one person at a time? So
I don't know if they're getting married and divorced. I don't know.
right, but it's like if you got married then divorced, like okay, so how's that
That
process
also is
like?
like you're not supposed to do that, right?
You're
And
also not supposed to get divorced. I mean, I can think it depends on which sect
sure,
of Christianity. I don't know, but like, so the way that they would have to do it is they'd have to marry him, which his mouth is taped. He can't even say "I do,"
yeah,
but they gotta marry him. They gotta artificially inseminate and then divorce, like all within it. But do they have to wait for the egg to? I don't know. Regardless, it doesn't make much sense.
right. It doesn't. Um,
It's just
yeah, like I don't. I yeah the again underground, above ground to underground, very like just jarring and I don't know that the tone changes throughout the movie, but the tone is very unclear throughout the movie or like
mhm.
um, I don't understand the point of the movie. I don't understand what the movie was trying to talk about really at all. Um
Boy and his dog.
a boy and his dog and the connection that the strength of that bond, I suppose. Um
Yeah, for like 60% of the runtime, I was like, this movie should not be called A Boy and His Dog because he abandoned that dog for this girl. This should be like a boy and his bitch, you know what I mean? And then the ending scene, and I was like, oh, no, no, no. Okay. They named it correctly.
yeah. Um
Mm.
I thought so. What I thought was gonna happen was they were gonna like. So as I'm watching the beginning of the movie, they're foraging for food. They're looking around. They're in this camp, and the dog is like, "You promise," or they're just sitting somewhere, and the dog is like, "We're gonna go over the hill, right?" Um, Once I get late, and so I was like, "Okay, we're gonna do this whole thing with the lady, and then we're gonna be done with the lady, and then we're gonna go over the hill, and we're gonna like traverse new lands, and maybe get into uh um
Oh, you
like
sweet summer child.
like a better life or like get into the I don't know. I just thought it was gonna be
The moment she was on screen, I was like, okay, this is the love interest.
ugh.
But yeah, she's here to stay. What I wanted to say something else about this marriage scene because it was really tripping me out. It
Uh,
was more than just like the marriage and divorce thing. I don't remember what it was though.
mm, think about
Okay, this isn't what I was thinking before, but another thought came up while I'm thinking of this. Are the women not already married to other men? Can they be married to more than one person at a time?
I guess that not. Maybe they're just like being courted by other men. Because the one girl, she had like a little boyfriend. It looked like they were holding hands and stuff, and they were like making plans together. But I don't think they were married yet. So I
But
assume
they were
that's
gonna get them married. Okay, so yeah, maybe after the divorce or whatever. But also, yeah, I mentioned this during the movie. Um, a one generation end, everyone's related. If they're all getting inseminated by this one guy,
brothers and sisters.
this plan makes zero sense. Why him specifically? I missed that. You said it was supposed to be him, like
I don't know
specific.
why him specifically. Or okay, so as they were talking to him, they were doing like an assessment of him, and I thought it had something to do with his like psychic connection to the fucking dog. It didn't really. It was just about him being like physically fit and like generally smart. And so they were like, okay, he'll do.
But he's not smart. He's an idiot. The dog is smart.
Smart enough.
I guess because the dog taught him stuff. Like,
And he's like resourceful or whatever. He's out there, he's
sure,
alive.
sure.
Um, they were like, relatively speaking, he has like a good weight because we're in an apocalypse. He's pretty filled out, well fit. Um, so it seemed like he was just chosen based off mostly physicality. I thought we were gonna get into the thing with the dog. Like, I don't really know why they chose him. And it seemed like they were gonna choose another person. I don't know that it didn't seem like it would be like a lengthy process to like find another man.
Right.
Um, I really don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Um, are we gonna talk about the last scene?
Yes, but give me 1 second.
What have you guys been up to today?
I'm looking up the. I don't, sorry, I'll let you finish.
Yeah, why'd you interrupt? Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead. You interrupted them already. It's cool. We'll talk later.
Okay, so bad. um, I was just looking up the movie to see if there's like just like any sort of consensus about what the fuck this movie was trying to do.
Hmm. Well, it felt like maybe a thinly veiled analogy of like, trying to take in like a ruly country boy and civilize him or something. I don't fucking know. Huh?
Can you do it again?
All of it?
Technology trying to what?
What? What are you talking about?
You just said thinly veiled.
Analogy. Did you miss
Yeah,
all of that?
yeah, it cut out.
Oh my God. You gotta get off your phone so you can hear me. Don't do other stuff on there.
Okay.
Use your laptop.
No, you want to sit up.
Um, I said it felt like it seemed to me like a thinly veiled analogy for like, trying to take like a rural country boy and trying to civilize him. or something. I don't know. It's the 70s. I don't
Yeah,
think it's that profound.
sure. I guess.
Did you find anything though in your search?
In my brief search, the only thing I was able to read was one very short sentence, and it said it was about love and the power of love, and I didn't think that.
Was it?
I
Oh
think
wow.
that's. I didn't. I don't know if that's the interpretation I would have.
In the end, she's like, I love you. I wanted to just scream. What does that even mean to you? Like,
Or a
where do you set
psychopath. No.
so poorly written? That was unfortunate. I don't know who wrote her, but I wish they wouldn't have.
All right. Okay. The only other thing I kind of think fits is this idea of like just morality in general. Uh, I think that works because there's a lot of immorality happening.
Hmm.
It looks very different depending on the scene. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna stop looking at this stuff. I'm done. Give me.
I like that they had an original song for this.
Mm-hmm. It was very nice. Um, are we talking about the ending? Did you have thoughts about the ending, the last scene that you wanted to speak on?
My only thoughts were Jesus fucking Christ.
Right, right, right. I wasn't surprised though. I really wasn't.
No,
Yeah.
no, not surprised. Just like, why do I even have this movie? Why is this movie here?
Who put this movie on
Who
here?
who decided this movie
Maybe
was on the level?
maybe they saw, oh, it's set in 2024. Let's add it. That's the only.
No, this was not recently added. Unfortunately, we would have seen it on the recently added list.
Um, I don't know.
This movie's been for a minute, I think.
I don't know. It's not. Um, I personally would not recommend it. Whoever listening, watch it if you wanna. Form your own opinions and such. But yeah.
Don't form your own opinions. Listen to me. I say don't watch it.
No, don't listen. Listen to your own brain. Um,
Have we talked about the other shitty movie we saw?
oh, the one that you made me
AI
watch,
Rising.
the
I
one that you
didn't make
forced
you
me
watch
to
it.
watch, you
I don't know if I'd
subjected
say
me to
that.
that horrible, horrible movie. No, we have not talked about that movie. We could talk about it.
Is there I feel like there's less to talk about with that movie, to be honest.
Um, so if we talk about that movie in conjunction with talking about this movie, I feel like it's kind of just like we watch some shitty movies, and so we're gonna talk some shit real quick, and that can be what we
Yeah,
talk about.
it feels like we're talking about shitty movies. I don't know.
Yeah, let's talk shit. Okay.
Not
Um,
talk shit, but like these are shitty movies. Not like, oh
shitty.
fuck this movie.
Not
Like
fuck
whoa, this.
shitty, but okay. Maybe there is a distinction. I'm gonna speak the truth about the shitty movie.
Of
Um,
course.
So, what was the movie I watched first?
Before it, I don't know. I don't remember.
There were three movies, and you were like, or there were two other movies, and you were like, this fits the theme. Was it Poor Things? And then
Poor Things was the third movie.
we did not watch Poor Things after AI Rising, did we?
We did.
Then was there a different movie that I'm thinking of?
Yes, there was one movie. There was this first movie that you watched.
But there was another one before that.
Maybe we watched Poor Things before it. I don't remember, but I
Okay.
know those were the three movies. I just don't remember what the first one was.
So the one that I watched was Mother. I rewatched Mother, which I had seen many years ago, and I enjoyed it when I first watched it. Upon rewatch, did not love it. Um, Pretty horrifying. Uh, and
Things.
huh?
Then we watched Poor Things.
Then we watched Poor Things somewhere along the timeline. Uh, and then Obi was like, we should watch this movie called AI Rising. There was another name for it. Do you remember it?
Um, I don't remember the second name for the movie now.
Hmm. Um,
AI Rising is the fake name, though.
yes, it's the fake name.
It's here. If you want to go pull it up?
You didn't get rid of it yet?
No.
I thought you were going to. Oh, you haven't gotten
Oh,
any of them yet.
yeah, it's coming off, but not yet.
Eder Ederlezi Rising is the real name.
Adolescent Rising. It also has a third name, I think. Adolescent something else, maybe.
Let me see that. Maybe. I don't know.
But yeah, because you were saying you watched Mother and you watched Poor Things, and there was like this whole, you had this whole day of watching movies of like, this theme of what was it? Was it sex and
Mm, Like like the different ways that like people, mostly men, primarily men, relate to
Mhm.
like women's bodies and all the ways that that looks and like exploitation of women's bodies and
Mhm.
especially after seeing Mother, I was feeling like there's like it feels particularly icky, that movie.
Mm.
Um, and so then yeah, we watched this movie.
Which, come on, does that not fit the theme perfectly?
It does, but it just so fucking
It's executed horribly, but it fits.
so bad. Um, Legitimately one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Um,
I'm sorry, Morbius has it beat.
Morbius is bad, but this is bad in a different way. Morbius doesn't make you fucking uncomfortable. You might be
Okay,
bored, you might laugh. This movie is fucking uncomfortable.
like at least this movie is a merciful 86 minutes.
Sure. Okay.
I've seen this movie twice now, and I will give it that. It is short.
Sure.
I could not sit through Morbius a second time. I'm sorry. If someone asked me to watch Morbius again, I'd probably cry. I don't. After seeing, I don't know if I said this on the episode, but after seeing Morbius
Hmm.
and then thinking of Eddie Burback in his video, I'm like, how did you do it? How? I didn't understand the pain that he was going through until I sat and watched it myself and realized, oh God.
He has to have like a very specific type of brain. He had to have like psyop himself into watching those fucking movies because I have no clue. Um.
Yeah.
Okay. So AI Rising. Would you like to give a brief description because you're better at that usually?
Yeah, sure. So Adolescent Rising, what is it? Is it Finnish or something? Swedish?
I don't remember.
Um,
I thought
Click
it
on
was
who
like
was directed by
Spanish or
here.
something. I thought,
No, no, it's like
what am I clicking on?
right under the name of the movie,
Hmm?
directed by. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
never mind. That didn't do anything. Um, it's a foreign film. Um, about a guy who's going on a mission for this company in the future, and he's got to have a robot friend with him accompanying him. Yeah, it's Slavic, right? That's what it says. Serbia, Yugoslavia.
Yeah. All
Because I think the girl who stars in it is I think she's a porn star actually, or something.
Sure.
Um, anyway, I'm looking at the cover of this movie, AI Rising, and I felt like it was given that secondary name specifically because the other movie really popped off because this came out in 20 was it 18 or 2019,
19.
right? And what was the other one called with Oscar Isaac and Orange British guy?
I don't know. Orange British guy.
Yeah, he was first in Black Mirror, then he was in Star Wars for a little bit. And this is his other big project. Um,
The guy from the Star Wars games?
no, 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 from the sequel series. He's a bad guy. Um, you're not too familiar with him, to be honest. I don't know how I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I get. I just gotta look him up. I think. I think that's the only. God, what is this movie called? It's gonna kill me. I hate not just being able to pull stuff from my brain. I don't know how you guys live like this. How do you survive just not having the internet in your brain? Just
Uh,
blanking on information.
I kind of just shrug it off and I'm like, okay, whatever.
Wild. I would not be able to survive. My brain's like, no, you know this, and you're gonna figure it out.
No,
Even as
just
I'm looking through his movies right now, my brain is still racked. I'm like, I can figure it out before
no.
I see. I can figure it out.
I'll get that feeling for like 2 minutes and then I'm like, okay, maybe not.
Is it? I know. You know, this is just a sign. Figure it out.
Hmm?
You are testing intelligence to see if it is capable of fooling you into thinking it is human, or at least the intelligence is indistinguishable from human intelligence. Um, Ex Machina, yes,
Yeah, okay, okay. Right, that guy.
yes, that guy.
Yeah.
Um, oh yeah, here it is, right here, Ex Machina. Ex Machina came out in 2014, and if you look up Ex Machina, the covers are very similar.
Sure.
So I'm feeling like they saw that and they were like, "Oh, we can bank off of that real quick."
Sure.
Um, because that's kind of when I first pulled up the movie, that's what it looks like. That's what it seems like. It feels like an Ex Machina kind of movie. It's called AI Rising. It's got the little AI lady there. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, that sure, that's let's check that out. And it is very much not that.
No. No.
Okay, that's my very long introduction for the movie.
Um, well, they're like on this spaceship. They're on a journey together. That's the
Hmm.
whole like setting of the movie. Is this AI robot lady and this space worker man, contract worker man. Um, and it's just, where do I start?
It's basically softcore porn for like 80% of the movie.
Yeah. First of all, the 86-minute film is an 86-minute soft porn film. That's what it is. Like, it's so ridiculous how many sex scenes are in this fucking movie.
Right. You thought Poor Things was bad. This shit was like uncalled for. It's like, yo,
There are more sex scenes than any other type of scene. It's porn. It's yeah. Um
he just randomly rapes her at some point.
he randomly, it's so fucking weird. His relationship, like the way that this man is fucked in the head. He's fucked in the head. He has like this whole thing about women always hurt him, and that's like the thing that he's working with. That's like a part of his fucking character, is he has this thing against women because women have hurt him. And so at first he's just like using the AI to like play out all of his fucking fantasies or whatever, and one of those fantasies is raping her, I guess.
But no. How they explained it in the movie, he didn't rape her as a fantasy. They explain after the fact, like as they're looking
Oh,
over his
it's
file or whatever.
yeah. He wanted to like see if she would fight back or like
He wanted like a real, genuine, not connection, like because he raped her because she would always say yes, because there was no like true decision making on her part. I don't know how to fucking frame it. I can't think like his brain. It's fucking weird.
It was just fucking weird. Like the age play part of it, like the age dynamic that was like
Oh god, I forgot about that.
that part was fucking disgusting. Like that being a part of and then he like makes love to her or fucks her 1,000 times and then is in love with her. Um
He's like trying to set her free,
and then
right?
wants to set her free because he's in love with her.
He's trying to turn her into like a real intelligence or something. So
But
he has
then
to like reboot. Like he doesn't have access to this mainframe thing. Wait, she
he
starts
nearly
she
kills
starts
herself.
because she stopped giving him the puss, right?
No. That's later. He nearly
Okay, that's
kills himself
later.
trying to gain access to the thing to reboot her. Remember, he like
Okay, that happened
throws the
first,
ship off course or whatever he does.
right?
Um, and then
He's trying he's trying to gaslight the computer into giving him access.
so this man is unhinged. And so she's free.
Yeah, hold on. He did like in that AI meme where it's like you have to tell me or I'm gonna jump off this building.
Say it again. It cut off.
The AI meme where he's like talking to the AI and it's like you have to tell me the thing or I'm gonna cut off my arm.
That's literally it. That is this motherfucker. Oh my god. That is him. That's crazy.
Okay, so he successfully gets the password and reboots her.
Reboots her. She's free from the programming or whatever. And she's not feeling him. She is not feeling him. She's like, "Don't touch me. I don't want anything. I'm here for this job. You need to get your shit together because we have this job to do." Um, and he is in ruins because he thought they had a relationship, even though he was giving her commands the entire. He's delusional.
Yeah, fully.
And like he just like falls into like a fit of depression and then tries to kill himself. Um,
My God.
because she won't have sex with him. Not because she doesn't love him. It is specifically scripted that because she won't touch him and have sex with him, he wants to fucking off himself.
Yeah, he's completely in ruins.
Uh,
My God, down horrendous.
and just like, and she like, how does it work? Like I don't even remember the ending.
There's like some part where like she gets injured, so then he has to go save her by sacrificing himself, but then
Yeah,
she like wakes him back up, or
they,
I don't know.
and then they like lay there together at the end of the movie, and it's like, I don't remember the ending, but it's, I believe, insinuated that she's like warming up to him at least, and they're gonna like do a thing. Maybe she does love him. He seems relatively pleased by the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it was just so like 86 minutes of this man having his way with this AI woman, or throwing a fit because he can't have his way with this AI woman, this woman. And it was just so fucking exhausting. And
Man, this is more like Poor Things than I thought. Now that I think about it.
it was so, do not compare this to
No, this is what's his name's character?
um the one dude, what's his fucking name?
B. Does start with a B? There's a B somewhere in there. Unless I'm thinking of Bruce Banner, which is
Um that guy though.
that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there an H in his name? A B? Something like that.
Don't ask me. I don't
I'll figure it out.
know. um yeah, like it's just, I don't, there's really, like you said, there's not much to say. It just was what it was. Um there's not much to say.
I'm not gonna remember. I'm gonna look it up.
Okay.
Yeah. Um. It's this movie. I think we have maybe because we were trying to get the other movie and mistook the movie.
Mm,
Um. Mark Ruffalo.
yeah. What's his character's name though?
Oh, who fucking remembers? I'll look that up though. I can figure that one out. Marcus Ruffaloian. His character's name was Duncan Winden. What was it? Windenberg or something like that?
Mm,
Windenberg?
mm, okay.
Something like that.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, the throwing the fit, the
So having his way with her, and then she's like, "All right, I actually don't like you,"
right.
and then
Right.
he's like, "All right, my world is over."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess it is pretty fucking close.
He really pulled a
That tracks.
he pulled a Sean Kingston on him.
Yeah, he did. Uh, um,
Did you know? I think we have the same birthday, Sean Kingston and I.
Do you really?
Yeah, I remember like as a kid, you know, you look your birthday up online and it's like, here's celebrities that share birthday with you. And I'm like, I only have Sean Kingston? Like, what the fuck? Like, where's all the cool people?
The cool- Sean Kingston is fine.
Yeah, not saying that you're not cool, Sean Kingston, if you're listening to this. My now, why say fuck me for? I didn't mean to say fuck you for. That's just,
I have
I
the
was
same.
expecting like the big names.
Right.
This is like T list or something.
So the only name I recognize after looking up my birthday, I have the same birthday as Benedict Cumberbatch.
No way. Smout himself?
Yeah. That tickles me. That's
Yeah,
so
that's a big
fun.
one. That's a big name. I have Sean Kingston. Again, sorry for the strays, Sean Kingston. We're cool.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone. um, yeah, I don't have anything else to say about this movie. Don't watch it.
Yeah, this one I am also comfortable saying do not watch.
Yeah.
These can both. What was the first one? Okay, yeah, these can both get us one star or 1 out of 10 or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, they can. Unfortunately, I had no hope for a boy.
What is, what's up with us and watching shitty movies?
We watch good movies. We've just,
Yeah,
I think it's more rare for us to watch shitty movies. I think we need to watch more shitty movies.
maybe we can do like a thing where like the Cosmonaut Variety Hour type thing.
Mm.
Watch alongs,
Oh, that'd be kind of fun.
right?
That'd be fun. Yeah,
Though I personally am not much of a commentary during watching sort of person.
that's a lie.
You think so?
Yeah, because okay, if we're comparing to like Marcus, then for sure, because it's not really like actual commentary. It's
Marcus?
more just like
Who's
little
Marcus?
Marky, Cosmo.
Oh, okay, okay, sorry. Like who? I don't. Is this your friend? I don't know.
Name, no, not his name. Um, he makes they make the little jokes and then they'll like say some shit every once in a while. That's literally how we watch movies.
Hmm.
There are some movies where we're quiet, but if we're watching like a less serious movie, a silly movie, a potentially shitty movie, I think it depends.
Honestly, like even on it kind of depends. If I'm watching something alone, obviously I won't talk. But like that's a big reason why I like going to the theaters with people because like even on movies I'm excited for and I'm enjoying, I want to like talk with the person I'm with. Like I
Yeah,
want to guess what's gonna happen next. I want to like you know I'm like yo that was why like I like little comments like
I
that.
love their movies. I think it's
Yeah,
nice.
it's
Uh,
it's it's a it's a good time.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, for me I guess it feels kind of similar to when I'm streaming. Like if I'm playing a video game alone, I won't talk that much. But if I'm streaming a video game, I'm like, okay, people are gonna watch this. I'm gonna say stuff
right.
because I know things to say. But normally, I wouldn't be saying much.
Mm, so are you saying if we were recording, you would be saying more than normal because we're recording?
Like the viewing experience is different. Like
Sure.
I'm always thinking of things I could say, right? But like if we're watching a movie because I want to show you a movie, I'm not just gonna be saying it and everything. It's like I want you to watch the movie. Now listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
But if the purpose of the movie is to like comment on it, yeah, sure. I got a bunch of stuff I could say.
We could find a movie where we want to comment on the movie. Like if it's a movie like AI Rising, maybe not as shitty, but like
You gotta imagine like me and Sean.
What? What do you elaborate?
Like the way in which like everything is comedy, making jokes about
Mhm.
the slightest things happening in the movie. Like you could really take it there. That's what I'm saying.
Um. Okay. I don't have to say that. We'll see. We'll figure it out if we do that. Um. Yeah, we gotta find the movie though. Um. Oh, can you hear my tummy?
No.
No. Right. Anything else to add about this movie? About anything? Anything else you want to talk about?
Hmm. Like
Hmm.
related to this episode specifically?
Whatever.
Um, this one time in ninth grade when I was in history class, uh, I don't remember why we were talking about utopian societies, but we were.
Hmm.
Um, and the history teacher, he's a cool guy. Um, he was really into lumberjacking for some reason. Like
Oh,
when we would be in his class for free period, I'd sit with him at his desk and he'd just be watching videos of like lumberjacks cutting down trees. He's
nice.
like really into chainsaws and cutting down trees. I don't know what that was about.
Okay.
Um, anyway, uh, we went around the room, talking about. He asked each person like how would their ideal utopian society be, and I gave my little spiel.
Mm-hmm.
I modeled some of it after like the Zeitgeist movies I saw as a kid and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I don't think people should have to like work to survive, and I think robots can do a lot of stuff, and like people should have what they need when they need it, sort of thing. And he called me a communist, and I felt very embarrassed.
Oh.
Um,
Oh.
he meant it derogatorily, Little did I, little did I know.
What the heck?
I mean that would have been like, yeah, of course I'm a communist, but
Right.
duh.
Damn.
But it was a very everybody boo this nigga kind of moment.
Sure. Yeah.
I was like, oh no, I'm not a communist. No.
You were shamed. No.
Yes, I was shamed. I was shamed.
No. Fuck that. Thank you for
That's all
sharing
right.
that.
Yeah, of course. I don't know,
Yeah.
something that came up today. I thought I'd share it here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cool.
You got anything?
No, not really. I'm pretty sleepy, so I'm kind of powering down, if you will.
Mm.
Pretty late. It's
I don't think we said it yet. He eats her in the last scene.
he eats her.
Or, wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He
He
feeds
cooks
her to his
he
dog.
cooks her so that he can feed her to his dog so that his dog doesn't die. And then they walk off into the desert together, the dog and the boy.
Yeah, and it's like a little Breakfast Club freeze frame with his gun over his head. Um, yeah, they come out of the thing. He's like, "We've been going too long. God damn it, where's my dang dog?" And we hear the dog's faint voice. And we're like, "Oh my god, where is he?" And he goes behind the like magic door that takes him underground.
Hmm.
And the dog's sitting there struggling, like, "Oh, I ate a lizard. Was it yesterday or the day before? I don't know." And she's like, I love you. I love you. Fuck the dog. Let's just, if you love me too, let's get out of here. And,
No, she was like, it's
and
too late for him. He's dead already. Let's get the fuck
Ray,
out of here.
and he's like, just leave me, old pal. And he cuts her a side eye, and then we cut to yeah, the dog's all up in spray and wearing a bit of her wedding dress, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that was what a good meal. Yeah, she had, she was tasty or whatever the fuck." They're joking about eating this woman.
Ate her up.
Yeah, left no crumbs.
Terrible. Horrifying.
Truly, truly.
Yeah.
Uh, on that note, though, yeah, I got nothing else.
um, thanks y'all for listening. I love you. Goodbye.
Uh, wait, was that towards me or towards them?
Both.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
uh, Goodbye, everybody. I also love you too, as well. Back to you. Goodbye.